There we go. I'm back. Welcome everyone. That's right, I was playing career. Hey Max. We're not going to be testing here yet. We got to harvest the rest of this field. Well, I'll leave this combine here for now, but we might clean it up. Yes, this is what I want to do first. Let's load lime. I thought you were taking a nap. Oh no, you were taking a shower. Never mind. Farmer Joe's here. I don't know if she's going to join or not, but she's here. Wrong button. I did. It's pretty awesome. Thanks to everybody that subscribed. Just over 1,000 subscribers now, which is awesome. I'll be doing a giveaway on New Year's weekend. Give away some Steam gift cards. Sutco hat and a Sutco water bottle. Two Peterbilt hats. And perhaps some PayPal transfer wins. That might work out. Saving up for a new computer. Yeah, I got a feeling my computer is getting to the point where I don't know if it would handle the next farm sim game. But we'll see. Once this computer can't hack it anymore, I've got to decide if I'm going to keep upgrading it or just getting a brand new motherboard and CPU. Because I could keep the same graphics card. Be different RAM, same power supply. Well, you'd just have to see. Yeah, so planted potatoes here. Welcome back, Linda. And now I'm just putting lime out here. I did notice a weird little bug here. So we haven't finished harvesting the canola, but I have planted potatoes here. We're going to plant sugar beets where we're harvesting the canola. That's the right button. So here, you see how it looks kind of funky here? It's all the same. It's just not loading it properly. Let's do that without having the threat of me running out of. So over here you'll see this line look different than this side over here. And you'll see this looks different over here. But if you click on them, it's the same percentage. You see down here, that and that is the same percentage. Same with fertilizer here. You see that line? It's loading in different colors, but it's the same thing, so it's just some kind of little bug. And we're letting the lime automatically. We have it on auto, so it's going to spread automatically the right amount. So if you look at the mini map, it will adjust how much it's spreading. And same with up on here on the top left corner, you can see where the red line is. The red line is where the field current state is, and the flag is where I want it to be, depending on the soil type. So I'm quite enjoying this new mod. It's adding a lot of farm realism to the map. Max, what got you excited? Oh, Farmer Joe's joining. Synchronizing. Is that better? For some reason, I really feel like watching the first Matrix movie. You feel like a Snickers. Oh, Christmas music. I feel like a Snickers. Now you do anyway. Is my stream cutting in and out again? You can grab the combine, just start harvesting that field. The Rostel mesh is a bigger combine. Doesn't matter which of the two you grab, but the Rostel mesh is the bigger one. It's loaded properly. Where you're right now, it's loaded properly. Hmm? Yes, yes. It's a perfectly straight line of all harvested. So do a U-turn with the combine and start at the end of the field there. Or you can just back up. But did you get excited because your phone was dying? Hey Misfit, how are you guys doing? Happy Hanukkah, Misfit. Max, no, I'm not. I'm not wasting. Look, it's computer controlled now. It will only dispense as much as needed. If I'm driving over here, overlapping, it's only dispensing, although visually it's not, it's only dispensing a little bit on the side there. really rainy week. Actually, you guys are really lucky, Misfit. Every time I drive through there, north of you, it's pouring rain. South of you, pouring rain. And your area, beautiful sunny sky. So you guys do have a lot more sun than your neighbors do. Yeah, this new Mod Max, the computer now controls how much lime comes out and everything, and it's a little more realistic as far as the lime placement. You see that mini map down there. You can see it changing how much lime it's putting down on different soil types. Yeah, for once I'm not heading down to Oregon this next week. I'm gonna deliver my first load. My stream keeps saying that it's kicking in and out. If it's playing smooth for you guys, that's awesome, because it's not for me. I'm delivering first load in Everett, Washington, and the second load in Washoe, Washington. Did we do lime on the other side? Yeah, it's all done. Oh no, this is nitrogen. Okay, pH. pH looks good. But yeah, you see the funny pattern there now? It's easier to see once I've finished here, but that's all the same lime level, but the graphics for some reason just a little bit here loads it funky like. So I don't know what's going on there. Why do I stream in the morning super early? I guess it depends what time zone you're in, because it wasn't super early for me. In fact, I streamed pretty early today, or pretty late today. And now, today it's almost 5 p.m. So it depends what time zone you're in. Alright, so that's all limed. I'll come and start testing out the field you're harvesting, and then we'll see. It's 7 a.m. for you. Yeah, for me it's 5, well, not quite, but 4:45 p.m. Oh, you're PM as well. Okay, you're 7 p.m. right now. Well, not yet, but you're at 6:45 p.m. So you're East Coast, I'm West Coast. So maybe, so when you say I stream really early, I'm actually streaming earlier than you think I am. Because I often stream at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., which would be like 10 or 11 p.m. or a.m. for you. Yeah, yeah. So I stream even earlier than you think. I usually play the game first thing in the morning, so that's when I stream. 7 years PM. I don't think I'm going to bother washing this. Nope, I don't want that tractor either. That's good where it is. That's good where it is. Let's clean up after the sheep while we're here. You know what, let's move that one wool. Yeah, Don. Every now and then, twice in a day. I felt like playing the game more. This new mod's got me excited, so I'm playing a little more. And I'll get back to American Truck Simulator again too, but this mod's got my attention. Kind of learning it. Oh, come on here. This Bobcat's pretty sensitive in the controls. What's that? We stopped. Oh, we stopped to watch the Mandalorian. We hadn't seen the Mandalorian yet, the newest episode, so we watched that. And remember, everyone's eligible to win that Steam gift card. Unless you've won in the last 6 months. But if your name's not on the screen, you're eligible. You don't see your name on the screen, do you? Do I need this tractor? No, I'm gonna do the ground testing, and that's attached to the little tractor. So we'll do that. What's that? You got your zoo game. Farmer Joe's not eligible. Everybody else is eligible. Great demand for silage? That's okay. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, why there's a great demand here. Well, you've got to pay higher if it's going to be worth that much more over there. I'll sell it there instead. Yeah, selling it at the higher price place, you don't get paid until midnight. You only get paid once a day. There we go. Okay, let's do some testing. I don't need a mover truck. Oop, watch where I'm driving. pretty much drive via mini-map. So yeah, technically that sampler can only do 3 samples, and then it just clears it out and does more samples. No, I don't think so. If you're talking about the Fergie, I'm thinking that's what you're talking about. We did finally sell the Fergie. We're pretty much all modern farm now. Sad to see it go. Oh, the deer. Yep, we've got 2 deers on the farm. Yeah, we've still got the 2 deers. They may get upgraded, and we may lose the old school, or not old school, but the modern classic. We may lose the modern classic, but we'll get upgraded bigger deers in eventually as well. One of the deers is sitting underneath that shed over there, and the other one's sitting by our house. Yeah, by our house. Other small shed. What's that? One of the deers was in the harvester. Okay. Yes, dear. You're pretty much driving by the mini-map. Just lining up the circles to get as much overlap, or as little as overlap as possible, and get as much coverage as possible. I think I'm doing a decent job of setting it up. I'll do one down here and see how it goes. No, that's gonna be... No, I think I still missed it. It's okay, I'll back up. was close. Oh, you got like a little row of corn left. Or canola, not corn. What are you going to buy next? Okay, we need to upgrade our weeder. Upgrade our... It's going to be small little things this time. And then upgrade our uh, windrow... No, our not windrow. Our tedder. Upgrade the tedder. 4H wagon. So little things like that are going to get upgraded next. And another digest tank. But as far as tractors goes, I'm not sure. I've been meaning to look. We want something 350 horses. So let's take a look here. This is our biggest tractor we have right now. So can we get 350 horses in this? That's only 230. $313, getting closer. $336. It's a nice looking tractor. I might be willing to go with something like that. That's 400 horsepower. So we could buy it with a smaller engine right now and then upgrade it later on. So that would be a good purchase right there. Same with that one. So that's two tractors there for sure. These two that are options. Same with this one. So it'll probably be one of these tractors here. I like Massey Ferguson. So yeah, something in this line over here before we go even bigger. Bless you. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from the New Holland, I think. I'm leaning towards the Massey Ferguson or the Fent. Somewhere in there. Something like that will be the new tractor. Or if we're going to go straight for 400 horsepower, we may buy the autonomous tractor just because I really want to buy it. Maybe we'll buy a couple of 400 horse tractors, but I want to buy that tractor. 450 horse. Oh, that's 450 horse, yep. That'll be coming up in the future somewhere. But I'm thinking that won't be the very next tractor, but it will be coming up. We got 19 samples. I think we'll send that in and wait for Farmer Joe to harvest the rest of this. Yeah, let's do that. Send in the samples and then we'll finish testing it. Sorry, Tom. Right. So all this dark red stuff is what I went and tested right now. So that'll update with soil type here soon. I'm hoping there's a lot of gray in here. Hoping there's a lot of gray in here, but we'll see. There might be some green and gray. Hopefully no blue and yellow. Gray and green is the best soil. Gray is the best. That's loam. Yeah, why not? Let's go help harvest. I'll just set up GPS on the other end. Combine, grain, the smaller one. We've got two combines for a reason. I don't know, what do you guys think? What should be the next tractor? I know I didn't see a John Deere on that list there, but there will be future John Deere. It's probably a R8. What's that? No, it's not what I wanted. I got a lot of silty clay. That is on top of that hill there where there was lots of trees. So we got a lot of silty there. Well, it's better than yellow, but did not get as much gray as I wanted. No, you can't test it until you've plowed it. Old school. Something more like that. I'd have to look for another mod, but an 8R would be an option as well. Yeah, I'm not getting a very good yield off of this, am I? To the four-wheel drive John Deere with the zero turn. Remember when Case came out with that big tractor that had front and rear steer and it could crab walk sideways? I remember that. That was 80s, right? And that was a zero turn type of tractor. I think the game is just randomly picking yields if we haven't done tests on it. We'll get better yields in the future when we have properly fertilized and limed, proper pH and proper nitrogen. So there's our 6R. There we go. That's 4840. There's your tractor. Right now we're going to drive the Peterworth. What's that? Why are you so polite? Oh, waiting for me to get by? I wasn't sure what you were doing. I'm like, I'm just going to hammer down. Yeah, this is illegal. This is definitely illegal. Look how much weight we have on the back trailer compared to the front trailer. Front trailer's got a little bit of oat in it. Back trailer is filled with canola. It's not actually going to be able to fit the rest of the field in here, so I'll actually bring it to, because it's 96%, I'll go dump it all. Coming through. Hammered in. Take our time because our rear weight is way too heavy and it'd be easy to lose control. See what I just did there? Apparently that ramp there's a little too much, and really? Ah, got grip. Whew. Note to self, don't stop on that little section there. I'm glad I kept both combines. You know what, I'm just gonna run. I'm also thinking of buying a second bale wrapper, because that's another job that'd be really handy, having two people doing it at the same time, because it takes so long. I'll make one a different color and it'll be a contest to see who wrapped more. Ooh. I see the problem that I just started there. Should be interesting. I often do when it's empty. It's a great part about GPS. So it is a little bit wider on this side than this side, so it should be interesting to see. We might just be perfectly lined up. You can't get better than that. Cannot get better than that. Wow. It's almost like we planned the two GPSs. Almost. Yep. I wasn't chickening out either. It's like, let's go for it. I can pick it up. Yeah, hopefully there's more gray up that way. Not the best quality field. This is going to be my biggest field, and it's not great quality soil. Not anytime soon. These trees in front of us, I'm going to cut those down. I don't do much logging on, well, not only this map, but ever. And if we do logging, it'll be with a chainsaw and hand, picking up by hand and throwing them on a flatbed. So we don't do a lot of logging. Well, logging is considered a farm. Logging farm. So it is farming, just not my style of farming. So I don't do a lot of logging. I'll cut off trees and stuff to clear off land to farm. I think I can fit through there. More land and more money. More land equals more money, but to get more land you need more money. I just jackknife there. Yeah, that works. Try to fold. There we go. Oh yeah, and the other thing I have to buy is a corn header for the other combine, for the bigger combine. I've got a corn header for this combine. But the other combine does have a sunflower header, so. But we got 2 grain headers. I want to jump in the little tester tractor. You had a long day of snow blowing. Oh, you guys have a lot of snow there? And what movie are you going to go watch? The Matrix? The Fifth Element? And you fixed the old John Deere. Fixing is good. But yeah, you go enjoy your movie. We're probably going to watch a movie too. I feel like watching The Matrix now. James Bond. You're hauling corn out to where? To the elevator? You're getting good price? Or at least a decent price? You can never get a good enough price, but we always want a higher price, but 14 bucks per bushel. Is that a good price or a bad price? I don't know enough about real world farming. Tomorrow you guys are doing 20 and sir, 20 and it's price. It's enough of a price to not lose money. Oop, oop. Sure, why not send it in? Didn't mean to, but go ahead. Max, enjoy, relax, try to enjoy and take it easy. I'll see you down the road. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's good to get a price that you're like, okay, at least I'm not doing all of this for nothing. Just finished Robin Williams Sydney, so his comedy tour, I'm assuming. And having chicken pot pie. Dang nabbit, now I'm gonna be hungry. Ooh, Farmer Joe's making food. Farmer Joe says she's making food. Oh, interview, okay. That's not what I wanted. Apparently doing another test. What's going to be next thing I want to test? I wish these weren't two separate menus. I wish this menu is all built into this same one. Growth. Okay, so this one right over here, we're right next to it. So we're going to want to test the sunflowers next. So I think we'll just park this tractor here and leave it here for now. Did our test come in? That's a lot of dark blue there, but at least it's not yellow. At least it's not yellow. Haul in the corner with a Peterbilt 359. Yeah, this field here is yellow. I got a feeling a big chunk of this field here is going to be yellow when we test it. So our grass down here is actually getting the best quality of land. Okay, so I want one of our big horsepower tractors. I guess it'll be the John Deere. I didn't hook onto that. And we will spread digest on this field. Slurry. Wow, that's a lot of red. Okay, before we do this, we're planting beet. We need to look at this. This is going to be important. So we're planting sugar beet, and what it was, the field was loam and silt clay, right? So yeah, our field is loam and silt clay. A little bit of sandy loam, but loam and silt clay. So, sugar beet right here. So we 180 and 160. Okay. Now we have to look at what our current rate is. It is really low, like 40 for the most of it. So we need to be up here. So yeah, we'll have no problem to spread digest first. We'll spread digest first, and then we'll have to fertilize over top of the digest to give ourselves more Sunflower harvester or seeder. I think you can do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do fertilizer at the same time we're seeding. So we'll do that. Oh, I might have gotten a little too much on that corner. But it's just a little corner there. Don't want to over fertilize either. Looks like I'm missing a little bit on the edge of the field. That's okay. The goal for the digest is to save money on fertilizer. Hmm. Yeah, we won't waste too much that way. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that though. Your last load of corn for the day or for the season? For the season. Nice. So are you already purchasing your seed and your fertilizer for next year? Ah, tomorrow? Because farming is gambling. It really is. You have to know what the market will be next year this time. So basically, whatever you're buying today or tomorrow, you need to make the right decision for exactly a year from now when you're selling the corn or the wheat. People don't realize how much work goes into a farmer selecting what kind of crop to plant. Like if you knew there'd be a big coronavirus coming through or there'd be a big shortage of something or a hurricane would hit a certain place, you could or would plant something completely different. If you knew that the Red River Basin would have a huge flood this next spring and they wouldn't plant their traditional amount of wheat, you would go, I'm going to plant a lot of wheat this year. But you don't know this. Digest, I honestly don't know what the digest is. I know it's high nitrogen, but it's digest is a byproduct of silage. So I don't know how that works in real world. I know it's a high nitrogen product. The game treats digest exactly the same as slurry. We have some slurry, we don't have a lot built up. Our pigs and cows are giving us some. You guys have plenty of wheat seeds? But yeah, if you knew the municipality next to your farm was going to get a bunch of tornadoes or high wind late in the season and all the wind's going to lay down, or wind's going to lay down all the wheat, but it's not going to hit your area, you could buy and plant a lot of extra wheat. Man, knowing the future would be so handy, wouldn't it? I don't know, do you look into reports and stuff and going, what are the experts predicting? Experts are predicting a shortage in such and such a crop, or plentiful of such and such a crop. And I guess you sometimes, do you look at weather as well? Do you, if all of a sudden you expect it to be a very wet winter with lots of snow, do you change what you're going to plant? If basically you're predicting it's going to be a really dry winter or a really wet winter, do you change? No, I don't want to fold. I don't want to fold. Stop. Stop folding. Because honestly, I think farmers sandbag. Farmers are a lot smarter than they let on. The amount of calculations you have to do to get everything right is ridiculous, but a lot of it isn't, you're not actually doing the calculations, you're going on instinct and feel, but you're still doing the calculations, just not really doing them consciously, but you're making these decisions based on intuition. I always think farmers are a lot smarter than they let on. And get paid minimum wage, really. It's like, farmers are so rich, they're driving around with $500,000 tractor. No. That does not make a farmer rich. The DB120, I'm guessing that is a cedar. Yeah, yeah. I think the best farmers would probably be the guys that either have the natural gift of having the feel, this is what feels right. Also, if you grew up on the farm, you might have a better. You grew up on the farm, you have an idea of what what the year's gonna feel like. I know I watched an episode of Welker Farms, and I asked Leg Arms, Scott Welker, about his mechanical skills. Um, did he go to school? Because he's pretty smart coming to the mechanical stuff, and it's like, nope, it's all on farm learned. It's all learned by hand and by Googling. It, it's like, yeah, you you learned you did go to school, but it was real world school. You learned by trying stuff out. So I know some people that are tremendously book smart are dumb as bricks when they get out into the real world. I think there's a fine balance of, depending on what the job is, you need you need practical experience, but you also need book smarts for certain careers, right? So kind of cool. People don't put enough emphasis on trades. Like high school teachers should really put more emphasis on trades. I think that's where our next millionaires are going to come out of. Everybody is not focusing on trades enough. Hey, Farmer Joe. You're going to ask what's there to do? You could. Uh, there's multiple things you could do. Cultivate that field. Yep, that's all there's to do. Cultivate that field. You could plow it too, but no point. Yep, $500,000 for an 8RX. Yep, but this is equipment that is needed to make the farm survive. It's not like you're buying an 8RX because it's a fun toy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This trailer's a little heavy for this tractor. You know, we don't have a single tractor with duals on this farm yet. What would that Massey Ferguson we were looking at look like in duals? Marca said hi, Farmer Joe. She says hi. What's better, single fronts or duals front and back? He said, dang, you must be rich. It's like, no, I'm not rich. It's just the needed tool for the farm. Yeah. Yep. Can't decide which one would look better. Just the duals on the back or the duals in the front as well. You got an experience or lag on your end? Yep, it is. It is fluctuating on my end, so it's my fault. It's my internet's fault. Oh, so the Michelin are a lot bigger floater tires, aren't they? So here's the... Yeah, I think the Michelins are a little bit wider. That'd be a nice tractor to have on the farm. Eight 400. But we need money for that. What's up? Taking a break? Hmm? I'm fine with whatever you do. Okay, not whatever you do. And we're fine with most of what you want to do. I'm probably not here. Something's in the pressure cooker. The 8RX, it's got a jump seat in it, right? Do you have a fridge underneath the jump seat? Or whatever you call that seat, the passenger seat? But the passenger seat's not as a comfortable ride. You don't have the air ride on it. Oh yeah, all the morning sickness and stuff. Yeah, that's always fun. I hear. I haven't had a kid, so I don't know. It'd be a little surprising if I would have had one. I'll just top her off and park it back in storage. And I think my corn, we're not planting corn, we're beet planter, but I think it's the same planter as the corn planter, right? Yeah. I think I can fertilize with that right away too. think I'll have to draw in dirt over here and add, because I'm always driving in through that way. Realistically, I would kill all the grass. Keep doing that. Might as well just stay in the John Deere. Oh, okay. We're actually not going to stay in this John Deere. We'll switch to the other John Deere because that other John Deere is parked right in the way. So we might as well just use the other John Deere. We'll back this up to the seeder because we need to cultivate first. Zoom in. Let's park in front of the plow. There. Now we're in Mac's favorite tractor. Oh, perfect. GPS is lined up. Well, not quite perfect. That'll do the trick. Might as well line it up with the longest side of the field. Be a little more efficient. Yeah, Marka, but haven't we always said that? It's like, I can't imagine bringing up a kid this age. Our parents said the same thing, our grandparents said the same thing, our great-grandparents said the same thing. Because as we get older, I think what happens is our brains can't learn the new technologies fast enough, and technology is changing. I guess, yeah, technology is changing a lot faster than our great-grandparents had to deal with. But it's still changing, right? Like our grandparents had to go, or I guess it would be our great-grandparents were saying, can't bring up a kid in this kind of World War II stuff, right? So the world changes, but I think we always still have the same problems. That'll be the answer. You never get the. That'll be the question you'll never get the answer to. It is nice having a lot of daylight play, isn't it? You've been playing in the dark so much. Well, the tracks, don't the tracks ride a lot smoother because of the surface area? What about frozen ground? If you're driving on solid frozen ground, are the tracks smoother or rougher than a wheeled tractor? On frozen ground. Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, I think the quad or anything with tracks will be a really nice smooth ride when the ground is malleable, where it will change, where it will flex. But when you come to frozen ground, it's probably going to be a really rough ride. That was just a guess. I'm not the smartest. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Well, the episode in the morning when we did the live stream there, the secret word giveaway, the name came up a lot, but today, this episode, the secret word in the background sure has not come up a lot, so. I mean, it has a couple times. Driven by it a couple times. I should have moved it over even a little further, but it'll be okay. Okay if we don't seed right to the edge of the field. I want to buy field 16 where all those trees are next and add it all to this field. Well, at least the bottom half will be added to this field. You've missed all secret words. I guess even if you don't want to win the Steam gift card, you can still look for the secret word. It's over there, behind those trees. Secret word's been there for 2 weeks. Oh, this is the second weekend it's been there. You saw it, Don? Awesome. See? Proof. It's there. So Don, if you've got a Steam account, you should, you know, pipe up. But if you don't play video games, I guess it's not really worth piping up. Speaking of driving, JB, how do you feel about the new idle lease combine with no steering wheel on it? Just joystick driving. I watched a couple YouTubes on it. It's like, it looks terrifying. Might be handy in the field, but trying to road it, driving at a higher speed on a roadway, and you just accidentally flick the joystick over a little bit, you're upside down in the ditch. I can't imagine a lot of farmers buying it without the steering wheel. I'm sure that same combine comes with options that you can decide if you want it with a steering wheel or with a joystick. And I'd imagine most farmers will buy it with a steering wheel. She said no, she can't drop the planter. Oh yeah, Don, your name's still up there, so you can't win. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot that you won the last one. You won like what, 3 weeks ago? What'd you buy with it? I don't like this cultivator. I will sell it once we have higher horsepower tractors. It's time to teach. Hey JB, do you ever record videos of you guys doing farming? Simulator Geek, yes, this is multiplayer PC. If you're on PC, you may join. JB, you could be the next Welker Farms. Or Millennial Farmer, or whatever, Mike Mitchell, or whatever other farming shows are out there. And if you are on PC, just read all the stuff down in the description below for stream name and server and password. I think that's all down there. I could be wrong. What mods do you need? You need about 50 or so mods. Including the new one. How hard is it to drop a planter, JB? You would need to know which hydraulic. I'm guessing it's hydraulics. You know which hydraulic switch goes to drop in the planter. Which switch does what? But I'm guessing Simulator Geek, if you've owned this game for a while, you probably have most of the mods I'm playing with anyway. We used to have over 70 mods on this map, but we've whittled it down slowly. Okay, so you're in the John Deere 8960, and it's hard to find the stick to drop the planter. Okay. Oh, you got FS19 last month, so you might not have as many mods yet. So it might take a little while to download all the mods, but it's easy to download all the mods. When you go into the server, it'll show you all the ones in red. Okay, what's the difference between the 8940 and the 8960? Is just horsepower? Yes, international server. Name should just be my name, Juan Rempel, YouTube, and then the password is ask, lowercase, ASK. Does that mean you're a good teacher or she's a good learner? Could be both. I'm going to take a little break from this tractor. Let's jump in the other John Deere and get our beet planter ready. Okay, so she's going to be running the 86 or 8960, and you're going to be running the 8RX. What are you doing in the 8RX? I'm guessing she's seeding winter wheat. This is going to be expensive. I don't know if we need the whole thing filled. Planter, no, planter, corn, sunflower, or. Oh, okay, the 8960 doesn't have the buddy seat. Should really cultivate more there before I start seeding. Okay. Oh, you have 2 seeders? I'm guessing you've got GPS in those things. So we got a DB90 and a DB120. I'm guessing it'll be how many? The DB20 is going to be a wider, seeds more rows. So I got a question. When you guys put tracks on, like you got the 8RX, you could swap that in for wheels, right? But when you switch between wheels and tracks, when you add the tracks, do more things break on that tractor? Is it rougher on the driveline? Because the tracks, I would assume, is a lot more traction on the ground, and you could break stuff in the driveline easier. Or have they built that tractor with tracks in mind? Oh, you cannot put wheels. So that tractor has been built for tracks. So I'm assuming they've built the drive line to handle the extra traction those tracks provide. Because I see sometimes guys swap out wheels and put tracks on like combines and stuff, and I'm just like, what does that do to the drive line? Because I know just on my Polaris quad, when I put tracks on it, I break more things in the drive line. Let's turn grass on. Well, the grass is getting close to point where we can cut it again. No weeds growing yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of fertilizing on this field. Oh, looks like people are talking about playing Among Us. But it doesn't look like they're playing yet. Okay, back to farming. Just reading text. You say tires are better. I don't agree with that. Excuse me. I think tires are probably better for certain applications and less so for other applications. So depending on where you live and what kind of soil you have, if you live in drier terrains, you're probably fine with just running tires and probably better off running tires. But if you run in a wetter place, likely tracks come in handy. That way you can get out on the fields earlier and not get stuck. Because in a lot of places, you've got probably the surface is dry enough to start seeding, but 2 inches under the ground is still sloppy, and if you got these big tracks that you can go over the top, you can probably get seeding earlier with tracks. I don't know, I'm not a farmer, so. Don't break a $500,000 machine. Don't do that. Yeah, here I am, some YouTuber telling a farmer that tracks are better in certain cases and tires are better in other cases. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. Wheel bearing is easy to fix. Still got to be quite a bit of time to fix it. Just search for my name. If you punch in my name, you should be able to find it, no problem. Yeah, but JB Modding, you don't carry bearings with you, do you? How often does a wheel bearing blow out? I never thought of someone carrying spare wheel bearings and stuff like that along with them. Yeah, Mark, my thing is like if you watch like Welker Farms, all their tractors they own have wheels on them. They've tested a couple of tractors, like they had the Case Quad Track with tracks on it and stuff, but they live in such a dry place that the quad track isn't really giving them the benefit of the quad track, right? How does a wheel bearing get loose? Isn't that all internal? Isn't there something to keep the wheel bearing from coming out? I enjoy watching Welker Farms and Millennial Farmer because they don't take life too seriously. Pretty relaxed, they're pretty funny. What are you, Superman? First off, how did you even know the wheel bearing was coming loose? And how the heck do you fix something that fast? Just call him the super farmer. I gotta say that electric impact guns have come in. Like that has made heavy duty mechanics jobs so much easier. I hear some kind of alarm going off. Where's Farmer Joe? I'm gonna have to go get her if she doesn't respond here soon. She heard me. Almost done cultivating this field. And we'll seed sugar beets. We've also got to lime the whole field too. Yeah, there'll be a big field of sugar beets and the big field of potatoes. Yeah, it'll take a long time to harvest it. Oh, cop just did a U-turn on the road with the lights on. Somebody was naughty. Oh great, now the cops are on my chat too. I've got one more video to edit. Yeah, one more left. I can do that overnight if I run out of time. Is this the last pass? No, I think there's a little bit more up on that part of the field I have to still. Yeah, it seems like he's having a lot of truck problems. They're also running in a lot colder temperatures up north. What's the town called again? Chetwynd? Yep. That's northern BC. Yeah, it's not like way north, but still above the northern half. Between Prince George and St. John. Fort St. John, yeah, between there, Chetwynd. I haven't trucked up that way in a long time. Yeah. I'm getting a little more room to turn around. Sure. Let's just line up in the center. Grass will be ready to cut soon. That's costing me a lot of money liming and fertilizing and all that the first time around with this new mod, but I'm hoping that once we get into the rhythm of things, it's not as bad. Pretty hilly fields here. And then of course, like the mountains in the background, we won't be able to plant on that. Do the mountains go almost around the whole map? Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Hang on. Remember when I said I click on here, it gives us all our field info? Like here, it tells us the land, but nothing over here. Oh, never mind, it's showing me stuff here. I thought I had to first cultivate it or whatever, but I don't know. Never mind. That was a dumb idea. So, yeah, this is going to be all blue, dark blue. This one's really good. So this will be really good. This one won't be really good. That one's going to be really good too. Decent. Just lots of rocks in there. Really good. Not great, but not great at all. That one's good. I can't tell that one. That one's okay, yep. That one's okay. That one's bad. It's got a lot of silty clay. So I plan on buying that one next, and there's a lot of silty clay. So this is all going to be silty clay up here. Interesting.
Number 16, you can put more buildings on for horse situation.
Yeah, you could always. Yeah.
I'll let you know you can lower it a bit.
Yeah, I'll still buy the land, but we might not use it for. Yeah, we'll see. And I'll still produce decent. It just won't produce as well as the other stuff. Let's fill this one up with diesel. Might as well repair and wash it as well. Whoa, don't hit the wool pallet. I did buy the liquid fertilizer there. We got the liquid and solid fertilizer next to each other there now. Let's see if I can do this from inside view. In fact, I think it's maybe easier doing an inside view. Whoops, hit the wall. Sure. Keep all the animals clean. Speaking of animals, let's take a look here. We've got, oh, only one more pig and then we're full again. Next pig is in 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes we need to load up a trailer.
But we don't take long. Okay.
I guess we could buy a bigger pig pen. How much would that cost?
I don't know if the dwarf needs that much more food, but
Half or a quarter million. I can't even try to see how big it is. Or, yeah. But 300, from 100 to 300. So it's actually cheaper, because that's cost $90. 3 times 90 is higher than 250. If you maxed it out and had 300 pigs in there. I don't know, it's a possibility. You can possibly do that in the future. Let's attach the lime to this tractor. How long have we been streaming for? Over 2 hours. I have to cut it here sooner or later. Farmer Joe says 15 to 20 minutes for supper. Lime. Perfect. That's the third alarm I've heard. You can't call that the first alarm. Okay, so I will be fertilizing as I seed, so this will be interesting to see the map change color. Whoa! That is different. The ground texture as I'm seeding beets.
You know that weird sensation? Right? I'm curious.
I can't remember, did that do that last time I seeded beets? This is only the second time I'm seeding beets, so I just don't remember this. So it's growing, it's sugar beets, yep, everything's looks good there. We're going from 120 and 100 to 180. Cool. See how much it's adding. It's adding 60 kilogram, 80 kilogram, 100 kilogram per hectare, depending on the ground type and what kind of. Oh, oops, wrong button. I left that off, and the mini-map it stayed off in. Uh-oh. Now it's staying off in the mini-map? There we go. It's back on the mini-map. What's that? Deactivate. I don't see it. Oh, over there. Deactivate automatic application rate. Okay, you can do it right up there in the menu. Okay. I'm not going to. Oh, look at that. Here, you can see that the green or the red bar is right to the max. So I over fertilize this because really we want to fertilize lower. For this corner, I over fertilize because when I was fertilizing the grass, I fertilized a bit over here. So we're actually over fertilized on that corner. I'll get less of a yield because I've fertilized too heavily there. Too much nitrogen. Here I'm adding 140 kilograms per hectare. So you can see that red line adjusting all over the place. That's how much I'm adding to the fertilizer, or to the field. It's pretty cool. I like it, being able to see it change like that. Be cool to see how that compares to a real farm tractor. Do they have this information in a real tractor? Wait. What's going on? I'm confused. I am really confused. I'm not getting that texture over here. What? Still looks the same here. Looks the same here. I'm so confused. When did the texture stop? What is going on? Don't hit the tree. It's okay if I don't seed every square inch. Oh, there's the texture. Texture's back. What? I don't get it. Is it going to turn off when I hit that? In the mini map, there's a gray line approaching. Is it only going to do it on the one field? This is so weird. I don't know what's going on. We're going to add a lot of fertilizer here in this corner. 120, 140. Yeah, we're adding a lot of fertilizer. It's even going to go higher. I'll probably go 160 here. Oh, did you see that skip there? I don't understand what's going on with the texture. So confused. So it skipped on the other side there. Let's see if it skips the same spot on this side or not. Because it does. So it's skipping the gray line. This is so weird. I don't understand. It must be a glitch in the map coding. Get the shiny there? Yeah, that road used to be there, yep. But that's always been there. It's a glitch as well. So did we get that skip over here where there's a gray line coming up again? Doesn't look like it. Nope, there's no skip here. I don't get it. What's going on? It's like, what even is that texture? Almost looks like it's a texture of like after you've had potatoes and you've taken a topper and ground up the top of potatoes or whatever. But well, you don't have a texture pack on yours. See if it shows up or not. It might be the texture packs I've downloaded. Yeah. Weird little skip over there on the field. Yeah, there's a little square. Weird. Very weird. It's there for everything except for yield. That little square. Oh, so right over here it cuts off, but here is the property line again, the yellow line, or the gray line. I don't get it. They're playing Among Us right now. I'm not going to join. At least not yet. We'll see if after supper or not. What happened to Simulator Geek? Said he was joining. I'm not going to play too much longer, so I'm going to join. Better become quick. Farmer Joe to test out to see if on her map she gets these textures or not. Joining or not? Do you want to eat or not? Jump in the, yeah, that one. Okay. And then just walk a little bit behind you. That's where the property line is. Behind that tractor. Where the gray property line is. Right there it skips. Now go back to where the property line is. I'm almost to it. Tractor is crossing it now. Is there a difference? You have to go a little further, right there in front of you. So you have the same texture problem. Yeah, so you have the same texture problem, but it's not as vibrant as mine. So it's, yeah, yours doesn't look green, yours looks gray. Well, no, on the north property when you get to the corner, there's nothing at all. It doesn't come up with this texture at all. If it was just the property lines, it'd be like, oh, there's some kind of coding error on the property lines. But if you go in the top half there, it didn't load any of it. Yeah, where the, yep, right above there should be a nice line. Some fields are coded differently than others or something. Hmm? Yeah, every time I turn around, I lift the seeder and turn it off. Yeah, the texture is all like, I mean, on the map it's all the same. It's just a texture problem. It's seeded there. It's fine. It's just loading a texture funny. We'll have to see once it gets its first stage growth to see what's going on. I don't know. It's weird. But I think we'll call it a day. Hopefully there goes the alarm for dinner anyway. Hopefully Simulator Geek, you get all the mods installed and you can join us in the future. We'll be live streaming tomorrow morning again. Next live stream will be in about 13 or 14 hours. So thank you for everyone watching. I know most of you guys have left already. I saw the viewers all of a sudden just drop as everybody goes and does their own thing. But we had quite a few viewers in there at a time, so thank you so much. It's kind of fun trying to learn this new mod. I really enjoy it. I like the extra complexity it has added to the game. It's really made it a different game, more detailed, more simulation. I love it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Also thanks for all the subs, and also thanks for all the thumbs ups. I really appreciate it. You guys rock. I'm out.